Good afternoon. Please remain standing for the invocation which will be offered by Bishop Donald Jackson.
Eternal God, creator of heaven and earth and all things therein, we thank you for the opportunity to come together at this appointed time. Father, we thank you for these who have gathered to help celebrate the graduates of this university. We thank you for the graduates, Lord, how you enable them to persevere and accomplish their goals even in the midst of this pandemic. Father, we ask you to continue to direct their steps as they go in this new walk. Make ways for them and provide for them only as you can. We thank you for the families that have assembled together to help celebrate. We thank you for the FMU community, from our president on down, how you have watched over us and kept us this far. Continue to bless us, our going out and our coming in, both now and forevermore. Amen.
These walls and all these picture frames, every name they show. These halls I've walked 1,000 times, heartbreaks and valentines, friends of mine all know. I look at everything I was and everything I've ever loved, and I can see how much I've grown. And though the mirror doesn't see it, it's clear to me, I feel it. I can make it on my own. I'm not afraid of moving on and letting go. It's just so hard to say goodbye to what I know. I know. This time, no one's gonna say goodbye. I keep you in this heart of mine. This time, I know it's never over. No matter who or what I am, I carry where we all began. That we had, I will hold forever. This old, familiar place is where every face is another part of me. I played a different game then, they called me a different name then. I think of all the things I did and how I wish I knew what I know now. I see how far I've come and what I got right. Well, I was looking for that spotlight, I was looking for myself, not over what I was afraid of. I showed him all that I was made of, more than trophies on a shelf. Through all the battles that we lost and might have won, I never stopped believing in the words we sung. We sung. keep you in this heart of mine. This time I know it's never over. No matter who or what I am, I carry where we all began. This time that we had, I will hold. This time that we had, I will hold. This time that we had, I will hold forever. Forever.
Welcome to our fall commencement. Before I begin some introductions, I would like to draw your attention to the commencement etiquette requests listed in your program. Also, at the end of the ceremony, please remain seated until I provide directions for an orderly exit to avoid crowding in the doorways. This commencement is taking place in difficult times because of COVID-19. But I am very pleased that we're able to offer this occasion to celebrate the achievement of our graduates together with some of their family and friends. The platform party is much smaller than normal, but please allow me to introduce them individually. I will ask each to stand to be recognized. Representing the Board of Trustees are Mr. Robert E. Lee, Chair of the Board of Trustees, Class of '87, Marion. Dr. Randall Dozier, Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees, Class of '77, Murrells Inlet. We appreciate the wisdom and guidance of the Board and are pleased to have you with us today. We have some representatives of the faculty and administrative staff present. Mr. Glenn Gawley, Chair of the Faculty. Dr. Alyssa Waters, Vice President for Enrollment Management. Miss Alison Stedman, Associate Provost for Academic Affairs, and Miss Anne Williams, Registrar. And now it is my privilege to present the President of Francis Marion University, Dr. Luther F. Carter. Dr. Carter.
Thank you, Mr. Provost. Distinguished guests, faculty, and graduates, it's good to see you here. It's good to be at commencement, the most significant and celebrated event on our calendar. In a few short minutes, we're going to confer your degrees and you'll receive your diplomas. You know, this university has held a commencement every year for 50 consecutive years. It's an opportunity to recognize the completion of this phase of your education. It's an opportunity for you, your friends, and family to celebrate that occasion. Of course, this weekend, the traditional graduation ceremony actually becomes 5 separate ceremonies due to the distancing constraints imposed by the pandemic. And we have dispensed with commencement speakers and the awarding of honorary degrees to keep the event relatively brief, while still providing each of you the opportunity to walk across the stage, receive your degree, and accept the praise that you so richly deserve. But first, let me begin by describing the profile of your fall 2020 class. This class has 336 graduates altogether. 227 of you are receiving undergraduate degrees. 109 of you are earning graduate degrees. Among the undergraduates, 44 will graduate with honors and 2 with university honors. Your youngest graduate is 20 years old, your oldest is 62, and the average class age is 26 years old. And as we're always proud to note, of the 336 graduates, 321 are South Carolinians, 96% of the graduating class. You know, interestingly enough, in the middle of the pandemic, this is the largest fall graduating class in the history of the university. And probably another reason to have 5 separate ceremonies. You know, this afternoon, this ceremony, the third of the weekend, recognizes those of you who are earning degrees in the humanities, the social sciences, the arts and sciences, and general studies. But of course, your complete program of study has included classes in other disciplines as well. In fact, the average undergraduate in this class has completed 43 courses, attended over 2,000 hours of lectures and labs, taken 130 examinations, and written 54 analytical or clinical papers or reports, more or less. The average graduate student has taken 12 to 14 courses, attended about 600 hours of lectures or labs, taken 42 exams, and written 26 papers, again, more or less. Obviously, what's important here isn't the process you've completed, it's the knowledge that you've mastered. By that standard, you've acquired a splendid education. Broadly based in the arts, sciences, humanities, and focusing specifically within your own discipline and field. Of course, the last semester and a half of your education occurred during a global pandemic, an event unparalleled in the modern history of education. You've lost and gained a fair amount during the past 9 months. You missed some of the excitement of finishing your senior year in a traditional manner. You've missed the chance to celebrate your success personally with many faculty, staff, and classmates. And most of all, you've missed the opportunity to participate in a very large and grand commencement ceremony. On the other hand, you've also gained something of enormous value. You gained the sense of confidence in yourself and your ability to sustain adversity, absorb uncertainty, and keep your focus on finishing the degree. And while your commencement ceremony today may be a tad smaller, it's more intimate, and I'll assure you it'll be a little more personalized than the grander, larger ceremony would be. But above all, you succeeded in earning this degree. And you'll remember this academic and this personal accomplishment for the rest of your life. No class has ever graduated from this university under more trying circumstances than the spring and fall classes of 2020. Over the next few decades, you'll tell your children and grandchildren about this experience. At least I hope you do. You've earned the right, and they deserve to hear your story. Of course, much of this success also came as a result of the tenacity and the persistence of our wonderful faculty. Always remember this: no one takes more pride in your accomplishments than this faculty. They care deeply about you, and they'll follow your careers closely. You know, are you surprised by that? Don't be. A common topic of faculty discussion focuses on what our graduates are doing and what they've accomplished. Moreover, we'll always be there for you when you need references, letters of recommendation, calls made to prospective employers, advice about career changes, and I hope there won't be many of those, and so on. You committed your education to us we're committing to be there for you whenever you need us in the years ahead. After all, we'll always share a common legacy, our devotion to this institution. Now, this is also the time to express special appreciation. Many of your parents, spouses, and families have made enormous personal and finance sacrifices for you to acquire this degree, especially in these times. Many have dipped into their savings, and more than a few have used or borrowed on retirement accounts to help you get through this institution and acquire this degree. Of course, they're motivated by the knowledge that you're the best investment in your lives, a calculation that comes more from their heart than from any balance sheet. So graduates, I want you to do something for me. On your way home today, or at your next family meal, let them know how much their support has meant, and remind them that this degree is as much theirs as it is yours. Oh, and in all that, with a very, very simple, I love you. Trust me, nothing you say will make them happier or more appreciative. Well, except maybe hearing about the search for a job. But that's a different subject for a different day. For many of you, that may start tomorrow morning. Your alma mater is proud of you. Our 25,000 alumni are proud of you and what you've accomplished under a very extraordinary set of circumstances. So, take these degrees, go and use this experience to build a most extraordinary life. Good luck and Godspeed.
Will the graduates please rise? Mr. President, I am pleased to present these candidates for their respective degrees. Each graduate completed the required course of study, and each was approved by the faculty. They completed their studies in difficult circumstances in the period of the novel coronavirus pandemic, and I present them today to receive their degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the faculty of Francis Marion University, I confer upon you your respective degrees with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
I wish to ask Dr. Alyssa Waters, Vice President for Enrollment Management, Ms. Alison Stedman, Associate Provost, Ms. Anne Williams, Registrar, to come forward to assist in the presentation of diplomas. Will the graduates please come forward to receive their diplomas? You can sit.
Bachelor of General Studies, Brandon Alexander Veering. Demarest Alicia Wilson. Bachelor of Science, Tarshay Chantrell Brown. Mark Wilson Bike IV. Benjamin Joseph Zarnapas III.
I would like to thank our Dean, Latasha Brand, my mom, Leanna, my family, Landon and John, for always believing in me. Always fight for what you believe and never give up.
Levon Carlos Irvin II. Henry Hakeem Fuller.
I just want to thank God, my family, friends, and the professors from the sociology department for helping me throughout my 4 years here. Without the support from you all, I wouldn't be able to accomplish this milestone in my life.
Katara Latia Uriel Green.
Dear Francis Marion, thank you for all you have taught me, the friends I have encountered, the sisters I have gained, the achievements I have accomplished, and my family's support. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. This queen is now degreed.
Fillmore Earl Johnson, Jr.
Thanks to my parents for the extra push and for their insight over the years. I thank the sociology department for the knowledge I gained and allowing me to understand the communities I've lived in. And thanks to everyone I've met and formed relationships with. You helped motivate me straight across this stage.
Latavia Jamia Joyner. Aday Irene Levesque.
Ashton, son, we made it. To God be the glory.
Charles Walton Lilly.
A special thanks to all the wonderful faculty and staff of Francis Marion, and thank you to all of my friends and family.
Brianna Chambray Miller.
Doing the best at this moment puts you in the best place for the next moment. Oprah. Thank you to my beloved family and friends for your continuous support throughout this journey. I love you.
Brianna Nicole Mitchell. Jacob Craig Morris. David Nathaniel Robinson.
I want to thank God for allowing me to be here today. Thanks to my mom and dad for always believing in me, my brothers and sisters who are always there for me. To the rest of my family, friends, and girlfriend, thanks for the support. Now degree me.
Tynesha Alexis Sanders.
Congratulations, graduates. Today we celebrate this outstanding achievement. I want to thank God, my family, and my friends for the support they've given me throughout this journey. I also want to thank FMU for giving me this great opportunity to achieve this goal.
Patrick Nicholas Smith. Miguel Arturo Vellert. The president will present Mr. Vellert his diploma from the front of the stage. Bachelor of Arts, Andrew Barber.
I would like to thank the entire Francis Marion staff and faculty for a wonderful experience. I would like to specifically thank each professor within the Mass Communications Department for being so helpful and optimistic. I will never forget this experience.
Zachary Lee Bullard. Zaria Charnel Burns.
I would like to give honor to God. To my family, thank you for all the love and support. A special thank you to my mother, the strongest woman I know. Thank you for never giving up on me. We got our degree, girl. I love you.
Kadria Janae Ferguson.
I want to say thank you to my family and friends. I would also like to say thank you to my professors Charles Jeffcoat and Gregory Fry.
Sabrina Elizabeth Sage Gilbertson. Devin Elise Gregg, cum laude. Aiden Isaac Humphrey. Brianna Jackson. Rashay Jacques.
I thank God for his many blessings over my life, my daddy and sister for their love and support, and to my friends and family for listening to me complain and cry over the last 5 years. Thank you, FMU, for teaching me many lessons that I didn't know I needed.
Charles Emmanuel Jeffcoat III, magna cum laude. Cassidy R. Johnson, magna cum laude with university honors.
I thank every professor that has helped me along this journey, particularly Drs. Tuttle, Houle, Spear, and Murphy, who helped me greatly through the years, as well as my mom, dad, and sister, whose support was indispensable. Thank you all for everything. No collection of words will ever be enough.
Sarah Jones.
This is for you, Dad. You've always said the world is mine. I just have to go get it. Well, I got it. You have always believed in me and sacrificed so much for this moment. I love you so much. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you.
Abigail Elizabeth Leslie, cum laude with university honors.
All glory be to Christ. Thank you to my family and friends for supporting me and reminding me to whom I belong. Abigail plans to pursue a master's in medical illustration following her undergraduate degree.
Sabrina Nicole Moody. Felicia Christine Norton, summa cum laude. Rebecca Eleanor Smith, cum laude. Matthew Ray Stallings.
Ladies and gentlemen, the class of fall 2020. To the members of the audience, for reasons of courtesy and safety, we ask that you remain seated until graduates have exited, and I will give instructions for sections to leave so that we can avoid crowding at the doorways and maintain social distancing. Now, before we conclude, graduates, please stand and find your family in the audience, wave and thank them for their years of support. And now to give the benediction, Bishop Donald Jackson.
Let the words of our mouth and the meditation of our heart be acceptable and pleasing in God's sight, O Lord, our strength and Redeemer. May the God of peace be with you all.
This concludes our commencement. Please remain seated until all the graduates have exited. Graduates, please exit by the two rear doors, starting with the back rows.